Sharon Hearne Smith is in the kitchen today. Great to have you back with us again this season.
Lovely to be back.
So the weather's kind of changing. I believe there's lots of rain on the way and wind. So winter is kind of kicking in.
Yes, and I'm going to make a soup that I usually make in the summer. Actually, I usually have as a chilled soup, but it's perfect to warm up as well. So it's a beetroot soup with Asian flavours. Now into the processor. I love to use supermarket cheats.
Yeah.
So I've bought already cooked beetroot, by the type that doesn't have vinegar on. Are you struggling a little? Are we struggling with the hob?
I'm trying to get this thing going here now. It'll blow up in my face.
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just kept going. But anyway, I've used already cooked beetroot. That's my supermarket cheap to make this really, really speedy. And into that, I'm going to put some stock, which I've just boiled up.
You work away there now, Sharon, and I'll get something to light this.
And some coconut milk.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of Asian twist to it. Now, if you want to use, there's loads of obviously beetroot around at the moment, so if you want to use fresh beetroot and you're going to cook it yourself, just make sure that it's cooked down until it's really soft. And into that, I'm going to add some lime juice and...
Lime juice into a soup?
Does that sound weird? Well, I suppose with all the Asian flavours, if you think of like an Asian, like a Thai curry.
I finally got it. I'm just going to keep this in here for the rest of the season, Raj. It's going in here.
And into that also...
Good job I found it so we could have people crawling all over the studio.
Well, do you know what? This is, like I said, it could be served as a chilled soup anyhow. Yeah, we won't point out there was a man on the floor a minute ago.
I didn't see anything. You wouldn't mind, it's a pity. I forgot I had this camera as well. I'd have caught you, Brendan. That was poor Brendan trying to, he was going along the floor. Oh, Brendan, give us a wave because we missed you. There we have it. There was poor Brendan.
The day.
Down in his hands and knees for the show. Anyway, this lovely soup.
Now, back to the soup. Yes, so I've got some lovely lemongrass as well. I love, have a little smell of that. I love the smell of lemongrass, yeah. And actually, again, at this time of year, I love these kind of flavours in a hot drink. So the lemongrass and some ginger, lemon, and a little bit of honey.
We should be all having that this time of year.
Yes, to kind of start building up our
we were talking
immune
about
system.
Flus and colds and everything yesterday on the show already. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, this is the kind of hot drink that I like to drink. So I'm going to put some ginger into this soup as well. So this is a good immune-boosting soup then. So
it's going to be a nice kick off the ginger.
Yeah, have I got everything? A bit of garlic and a little bit of salt and pepper.
Because the beetroot is kind of strong, I suppose, Sharon, you need stuff like that to kind of go against it, would you?
A lot of people don't like beetroot.
Yeah.
I think maybe because they're used to the vinegary type in the jar.
Yes, that we got with salads years ago.
Yeah, exactly. But I love fresh beetroot, and I think if you don't like beetroot, maybe give this a try with all the other flavours as well, and you
could put in instead of beetroot if you didn't like beetroot, but if you wanted that.
Well, actually, this would work perfectly with like cooked butternut squash, maybe, or sweet potato as well. Okay. Yeah. Now let's see. So that should be
a very peculiar colour for soup.
It's fab colour, isn't it?
It's a fab colour. It looks like a
Just hopefully it won't go down my dress now. It does actually.
Yeah.
It does look like a smoothie. So, like I said, you could serve it cold. Oh, okay, that's definitely working now.
Yes.
Maybe, just start off with a not so hot pot. The soup is. Oh, great. We are going to get beetroot all over us now. So just pour the beetroot soup in there. We're just going to warm it through gently.
Yeah, and it's probably warm straight away.
It's probably warm straight away.
That was so hot.
Have I splashed you?
No, not at all.
Now, if you wouldn't mind giving that little stir to calm it down a bit. Yeah. And then while that is warming through, I'm going to make a really quick porridge bread. So now I'm new to the porridge bread scene. Late to the party, I should say. I only kind of found out about it last year, and it's been a revelation. Have you heard of porridge bread?
I've heard of it, all right, but I've never seen it being made.
Okay, and it's been around for years apparently. Maybe your viewers could tell us, how long ago they've eaten it, how long they've eaten it for. Yeah. But basically, it's porridge, oats, and natural yogurt. So I've got a whole tub of natural yogurt in there. I've added some bicarb of soda. I'm going to put a little Asian twist on it and add some sesame seeds, a little bit of olive oil, and some milk to loosen that down a bit, and then
the beetroot's really coming through here, Sharon. You can smell it.
The smell of it is delicious, isn't it? And that coconut and
but it's not,
the lemongrass.
It's not overwhelming.
Do you like beetroot?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Why does this always happen? So we'll see what you think at the end.
Well, there's lots of lovely other things inside there.
Now,
I love the colour.
The idea with this the porridge bread is that you use one whole tub of natural yogurt, and then wash out the tub, and then measure out 2 tubs of oats. If you don't want to do that, it's about 400 grams of oats. And then just stir all that up together. This is a great recipe for the kids to get involved with. because it's just mixy in the bowl and measuring out. They love all of that.
Get them involved.
To get them involved in cooking.
Yes, plenty of weekends coming up now. If the weather turns bad, this is a great thing for a Saturday afternoon.
Absolutely. And this porridge bread stays nice and fresh for a good few days as well. So I tend to make 1 or 2 loaves during the week and have them for sandwiches and things for school as well, or for lunch boxes.
You could freeze this bread as well, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. You could freeze it. So just pile that into a loaf tin, which I've lined with parchment paper, and you may see the strange clips that I have on there. But that's my top tip. Whenever I am lining a tin, I always hold the parchment paper down with these bulldog clips, and then they can go in the oven as well. They're metal, so it kind of stops the paper from flapping over and sticking onto the top of it, as often happens.
And particularly if the kids are doing this as well, this is a very good one, so they don't get tangled up in it either.
Well, true, and it stops the paper from moving around and making a mess, So that's the bread in there, the mixture, and then I'm just going to top it with some sesame seeds, and that goes into the oven for about 45 minutes at 200 or 180 fan, and what I like to do then is, just pop it in there. Here I have one already done, but what I like to do when it comes out is take it out of the tin, and it's often quite soft on the sides from the steam, so I just put it back into the oven like this, just straight on the rack for about 5 minutes, and then
lovely.
Can you hear it?
Yes,
nice and crisp on the outside. So let's have a little cut through there.
Miss Vaughn, would you like some lovely soup?
Yes.
And some porridge bread?
I like the old porridge bread. You have to make it right, though. I'm sure Sharon's is perfect.
Let's see.
Wait until I finish my sentence. Thank you.
Do you like beetroot, Maura?
I'm not a great beetroot person.
No.
That looks very nice.
Neither am I, but I think, Sharon, you were talking about it earlier on, it's the pickle stuff we got years ago.
I think
and
so.
then
I think that's what
put lots of people off.
Yeah.
Sharon, that porridge bread looks very good. Some of the
think,
porridge breads I've made it myself can be a little too stodgy, if you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean, with
Yeah,
the oats and the yogurt.
Yes.
Did you limit the amount of yogurt, or what did you do?
You know what? Sometimes people make it with egg as well. I just didn't put egg into it.
I always put an egg in.
Do you?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and what I did was I added a little bit of milk to loosen it up
I
instead.
saw that.
Yeah.
And you put a tiny bit of oil as well.
And
then,
a tiny
so.
bit of oil that kind of helps with the moistness too. Yeah, so I will let you try it
Shall I
now.
taste this?
So just a little bit of garnish with some shaved coconut and coriander. And then would you like some butter on the bread, or shall I?
I'll have to do a little taste. It's very nice. It's a bit
lovely.
earthy. I always find beetroot very earthy.
It
but
is an
it's
earthy
nice.
flavour, yeah.
There's a nice kick of the ginger coming through as well.
And the chili as well. And of course, if you don't like chili, you don't have to
That's
add that.
really, I'd say,
lovely.
good at this
Like
time of the year.
Yeah.
Very, very
Yeah.
good.
It's
Really
really,
good
really
for the
nice.
immune system.
So could you freeze that, I wonder? I bet you could.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I usually serve it as a chilled soup, so pop it into the fridge until it's really cold.
I think, it's a chilled soup would be
Yeah.
good.
And,
No? I'm into
and
that.
serve it in shot glasses at parties and
I can read Spanish
or put it in
soup.
the kids' lunch boxes and
Would they eat that now,
No.
the kids?
The chin in it.
My kid, well, probably I would take the chili out for my kids, but they would eat all. They love all the other flavours in there. Yeah, it's
That's
a great way
just
to.
great bread, Sharon.
Isn't it good? Nice and crusty on the
Amazing.
outside.
I love it.
You don't feel like you're missing the flour.
No.
Oh, that's true. Yes. And
That's the test
and
for me, you
that's it.
see. If I'm missing the flour, then goodbye.
It's in the flour, and the nice crunch is lovely as well.
And that makes
Great.
it, if you use gluten-free porridge oats, of course, that makes it a gluten-free bread then. And obviously egg-free as well in this case.
I'm definitely going to
I love this. I really like this as well, Sharon. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did.
But you haven't gone back for any more, though.
But I'd have to
we
tell
will.
people at home that there's a recipe to be found on rp.e/food. Because some people give out that I speak with my mouth full sometimes. I know,
The
stop.
meanies.